think you told one interviewer you've been in studio with Melly either hundreds or thousands of times. Is that correct?
Can't recall it.
Okay. We'll attach that video as Plaintiff's Exhibit 1.
But I do be lying, so I might have.
Clock in. Black Gotta just walked in. Team Black Gotta stun up, man. Yeah. All right, y'all. We back with another video, man. And this is about the YNW Melly case that's about to happen real soon, fam. Fredo just finally got him a deposition where he's having a opportunity to speak on questions that he may be asked if they subpoena him to go to court. Crazy work, man. Damn. We really been seeing a lot of shocking developments, bro. This might be another one.
Jamel Demons et al. This is taken the Circuit Court of the 17th Judicial Circuit in for Broward County, Florida. The case number today is CACE-20-017735. Today's date is September 26, 2024. This deposition is being held virtually. The court reporter today is Nealana Jackson on behalf of Magna. The video operator is Carl Starkweather on behalf of Magna. At this time, could counsel and others please introduce themselves and state who they represent?
John Phillips for the estate of Christopher Thomas.
And Aaron Papero on behalf of the co-plaintiff, Philip Holiday.
Mark DeCalden and D'Amica Davis here on behalf of Frederick Givens.
Good morning, Scott Kagan on behalf of two defendants, 100K Management LLC and Jameson Francois.
My name is Tom Lynch. I'm the special master for the depositions, I think for other discovery matters as well.
Okay. Is that all? All right. At this time, could Ms. Jackson please swear in the witness, and after which we can proceed with the deposition. Thank you.
Mr. Givens, would you raise your right hand to be sworn, please, sir?
I'm a witness.
You're the deponent. Yes.
Not of any particular things.
Hold up, bruh. They done ruined the whole deposition once they say he a witness, bro. Like, hold up, witness. Hold up, man. It's not what we talked about. I thought we were just having a conversation. Witness? That sounds like somebody telling. It's too much going on in the rap community. Fredo ain't trying to be a part of none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Just for purposes of the deposition.
Oh, okay. That's just the word y'all use. Okay.
Okay, sir. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Oh,
you.
true.
Whenever the attorney's ready, I'm ready.
Thank you so much. Mr. Givens, my name's John Phillips. I represent Juvie's family. So Christopher Thomas. Look, I've gone through a lot of your stuff. We're going to have a lot of questions for you today, but it's going to be fair. And you've got two attorneys and basically a judge sitting here that's gonna keep it fair. And I'm cognizant of you having CRP, right? In one of your interviews, you talked about CRP.
Yeah.
For everybody else, that's courtroom phobia.
Yeah, phobia. Yeah.
The good news is we're not in a courtroom. Looks like you're at your house.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody there with you today?
My dogs.
Okay. Well, I don't think they're going to coach you too much on what to say, so we should be good there. Look, if you don't understand any of my questions, stop me and ask, right? Because I want to ask questions that you understand and get this dang thing over for you as soon as possible. I'm in Jacksonville, so I suspect there's going to be a hurricane ban coming this afternoon. So I don't feel like sitting here and picking on you during the rain either. But my client and Aaron's client and all of the parties here really depend on truthful answers and trying to understand what we can about what happened back in October of 2018. I also realize it's a long time ago. So with all that being said, would you state your full name for the record?
Frederick D1, Thomas Givens the sixth.
Okay. And what do you go by?
Some girls call me BDF, Fred. I be rapping. When I be rapping, they call me Fredo.
Okay.
Hold on. Did he said some girls call him BDF Fred? Bro, I know you lying. He ain't say that.
Fred. I be rapping. When I be Freddy, BDF, Fred. I be rapping. When I be rapping, they call me Fredo.
Okay.
Dang or something.
The boy said BDF, bro. Can somebody put in the comments below what you think BDF stand for? Cause I think I know what it stand for, but I'm hoping he ain't staying on that much business while he doing a damn interview. Somebody let me know what y'all think that mean in the comments.
What's your stage name? Fredo Bang?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get the name Fredo Bang?
From my partner. He used to call me that.
Should they call me BDF Gotti?
Were you named after the kind of, or I guess associated with the other rapper
No,
Fredo?
they call me BDF.
Yeah, you been watching my interviews.
I've watched every single one of them. We're gonna play some of them today and kind of go through everything. But if you've said it, I've probably watched it over the last couple of weeks.
I'll get to it.
So you've done a great job. As far as you're aware, you've never been charged with a crime related to what happened between, or I guess what happened back in October of 2018, correct?
Objection to form.
Have you ever been charged with a crime related to any of this?
To this case or something?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay, very good. And do you recall a woman named Christine Bradley?
Never heard of it.
Okay. Do you recall meeting a prosecutor for the state of Florida in this case?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. And do you recall whether she offered you what's called immunity, meaning if you talk, they wouldn't prosecute you?
Objection to form.
And I'm also going to object, and I'm going to instruct Mr. Givens to assert his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
About whether he met with Ms. Bradley and was offered immunity?
That wasn't the question. The question was he offered immunity? If that's what you're asking, if that's the question you're asking, I want to warn him into going any further with that, if that makes sense. And it's his right, and he can assert it, and the judge can rule on it.
Certainly. Let me make the question clear. Do you recall whether you were ever offered immunity in exchange for giving testimony in this case?
And I'm going to instruct the witness to assert his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
As to that question, I'm going to ask that he answer that question.
What the question was?
Do you recall whether you were offered immunity in this case?
I think I was. I can't really recall.
Very good.
Okay, as y'all heard right there, bro, it seemed like Fredo's lawyer was kind of trying to tell him, like, hell nah, don't even answer that question. And the reason why I feel like she's trying to tell him not to answer that question because, you know, now say he was offered some sort of immunity if he does, you know, speak on anything that may incriminate him, and then he end up denying it. Now they can use it against him further on down the line, and I'm just hypothetically speaking, saying like, but we gave you the opportunity to offer you immunity, and now, you know, once you don't want to help, they start to try to make you seem to be guilty of something as well too, bro. So it's like, yeah, man, I think it probably was better for him to keep that to himself, but I don't think it's gonna affect him like that for answering the question. I don't even think it's a big deal for real.
And John, so I'm sorry, just so the record's clear, John, when you say this case, you're referring to the criminal case, not the civil case.
Obviously, yeah. Anything related to, you know, what happened, I think I said it the first question, what happened back in October of 2018.
And Mr. Bang, if you remember something, please state that you remembered. If you don't remember, please don't.
When I be saying I think I remember, I really think my head be kind of like especially that I just woke up.
Okay. In the next series of questions are kind of ones I ask everybody, so don't take it personal. But are you under the influence of any medications or drugs or marijuana or alcohol that would affect your ability to testify today?
Nope, I'm sober as a 3-year-old.
Very good. Me too. And so I want to talk, I don't want to belabor and overtalk the situation, but have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Yes.
I'm going to object. I'm going to ask that the witness assert his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and I'm also going to request.
Boy, you can just look at the look on Fredo's face, like he like, damn, did I mess up? But he already answered the question. He answered the question real quick too. Like you kind of late on cue, shorty.
Your response, sir?
No,
Hold on, counsel.
I mean, this is background information about his ability to testify about whether he's been convicted of a crime in a prior incident. I don't see how it has any bearing on his Fifth Amendment rights in this case.
Objection, that wouldn't come in trial anyway.
As to that particular question, I agree.
Actually, it absolutely would come in at trial, because that would be one of the first questions we could ask. You ever been convicted of a crime, a felony, or a crime of dishonesty or false statement? And he could say yes, and how many times. So this is a discovery deposition. We should absolutely be permitted to ask him if he has any felony convictions.
And I know he has a felony conviction, and that was the next question.
Well, I'm going to instruct the witness to answer them. You're right. It's a discovery depo. Sorry.
The reality is that the terms of what happened in those prior instances might be something that's objectionable, as far as whether or not what Ms. Papero discussed, as far as was he convicted of a crime, felony, etc. That's something that it could be asked, agreed, and admissible at trial. So,
and that's actually wrong as well. We could actually get into the facts of the prior crime. If he's already pled guilty to that, it's not like he would be incriminating himself. That would be double jeopardy. So we can ask him about prior convictions. We can ask him about the specifics of those prior convictions. This is a discovery deposition, so it shouldn't be any problem getting into any of that.
I agree. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead. No, sir, I cut you off. I'm sorry, Mr. DeCowan.
I would say that wasn't the question, but I'm glad to. At this point, I forgot what it was, but I know that's not what it was.
Mr. Givens, have you ever been convicted of a felony?
Yes.
Tell us about the felony you were convicted of.
Which one?
Objection to form.
The first one.
I got convicted all at the same time, so I don't really know which one came first.
And what was the underlying facts behind the felony for which you were convicted?
Underlying facts, I got arrested and I pleaded guilty. I did time. Came home on parole.
What was the felony? Attempted murder?
That was one of them.
Okay. What were the other felonies, as you recall?
Legal use, stolen firearm, battery.
And my understanding, you were incarcerated for 2 to 3 years and then released on parole. Is that correct? You got off of parole in 2023. Do you recall when you got off of parole?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He said he wasn't sure.
Thank you.
When did you first move to South Florida?
Moved or start visiting?
Moved.
I think I became a resident in the last couple of years. I can't really say that I moved in here for years because of legally not legally allowed to move here.
Oh, because of the terms of the parole. Okay. In a lot of this is discussed in your interviews, and my understanding is that at some point your management was in South Florida.
Yes, sir.
And again, I'm not trying to pick on you, but
No, you good. You good. Do you think?
like taking stuff down and
Yeah, you good. I'm just still waking up. You good?
That's fair. That's fair. And how did you first meet Jamel Demons, aka YNW Melly?
For a feature.
Okay. Do you recall which song?
We ain't do nothing the first time we met.
Okay. Did you meet through track?
I can't say if I did or didn't. Probably. I can't really say if I did or did not. I can't remember.
And my understanding from the interviews is that track wanted to be your manager.
He has before, but I don't know if it was at that specific time.
He wanted to be your manager, or he has been your manager before?
He has wanted to be my manager before.
Okay.
But
do you know how you first met Track, or how Track first kind of came after you?
Can't remember.
Well, recruited you as a client. Do you know when that all happened?
Can't remember.
Okay.
Shut up, guys.
What is Top Boy Gorilla?
A rap label?
Is it a label you own?
No. They signed to. Free.
Let me just do this. I'm going to play some interviews, and then I'm going to pause them and ask you some questions during them to try to speed some of this up. Do you recall doing an interview in December of 2018 with Vlad?
I did a lot of interviews. I can't say when I did them.
Okay. Who was Vlad?
Which Vlad? I know a lot of Vlads. Okay.
Do you recall the media member or interviewer named Vlad that you've met?
I done met some Vlads.
Was Two-Face Bang your first release?
When you say release, you gotta be more specific.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, I got to tell a jury of, people that aren't in the game about how some of this stuff works. So let's just get into it.
In the game, in the music industry?
Yeah, the music game. Yeah. What is a mixtape?
Mixtape, that's a bunch of songs on one tape.
And who does it get released to? How does it get distributed?
However you put it out, distribution company, YouTube.
And I guess in the, old days, it was actually a tape that was kind of passed around. Now we've got Spotify, we've got YouTube, we've got other streaming services that you can post that stuff up to.
Yeah.
Okay. And explain to me what kind of how you distributed Two-Face Bang.
I didn't. The labels did.
Okay. Who were you signed with back then?
The Lights Global.
Okay. And in this interview that's released December of 2018, you talk about having Melly as a contributor on that.
A feature, yeah.
Yeah. And when was that recorded?
I have no idea. Can't remember. Sometime before the tape came out.
Okay. And with that feature, did you do a contract deal?
I'm not sure because at that time, my label was kind of like doing it in a what's the word I want to use? Unprofessional way as far as putting out music. Well, it wasn't structured completely in the proper way. Let me say it wasn't structured properly. So recall if they did the proper paperwork on it or anything like that.
Do you recall whether that feature that Melly did was done with you in studio or whether
No.
you guys did it separately. Okay. You have been in studio together before, but just not that time?
Yeah, probably so.
Okay. I think you told one interviewer you've been in studio with Melly either hundreds or thousands of times. Is that correct?
Can't recall it.
Okay. We'll attach that video as Plaintiff's Exhibit 1.
But I do be lying, so I might have.
All right, so far we see what's going on, man. This deposition consists of questions that they feel like they could probably use in the near future, man. They trying to just kind of figure out Fredo and Melly's relationship, because y'all know they already bringing up the fact that Melly was at his house after the situation. So now they trying to piece together a connection. I don't feel like this is a main part of Melly's case, but I do feel like this is a factor that they will try to use, being the fact that we just watched a video of somebody talking about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could go back and watch that video. It should pop up on the screen. But I'm going to get with y'all on the next one, bro.